What did I sign up for? I don't even know.
Welcome to Yes or No. We're chatting food with Sue Anne Allan. Cool, so to start out, my first question that I've always wanted to know. So you were a season 1 MasterChef,
Yep.
South Africa's first MasterChef, probably the biggest reality TV show I know about in South Africa. Now, the process, you get put onto the show, it gets filmed, you go home, it gets aired later. How do you keep that secret of not saying what goes on?
It's tough because ours aired really long after we'd finished filming. I think it was something like 4.5 months or something like that. So it's a long time. It is probably a contract this thick that makes you keep your mouth shut, because something like they sue you for the cost of the production.
Yeah.
So that's motivation enough to keep quiet. But it's really tough. Look, you had I had my mom there and my best friend Lauren.
Yeah.
So at least there were 2 people that knew the actual outcome. So if ever you felt like you needed to vent or talk, at least there was somebody. But really, no, we're just scared into keeping quiet.
Makes sense. And then just between us, besides your mom and your friend, did you tell anyone else?
Nope, not a soul. Ask my friends. We had dinner every week, and they would beg me, and they knew nothing.
And you never got drunk once and...
I got drunk once, but I still
Okay.
didn't say anything.
And what have you been doing? So I know you're working on something called Chefs Who Share.
Yep.
So that's very exciting. And what else have you been up to?
So for me, I've always loved media. So I went into like people say, what do you do? I'm kind of like, the majority is probably food media. So 2 radio shows and hashtag radio, one being food specific and the other one brand specific. So where I get to work with alcohol brands and other brands and campaign create for them. So that's really exciting for me. I do some writing for Mango Juice magazine, their food inserts. I do private chef in season when Cape Town gets busy and all the wealthy fly in. And then Chefs Who Share is kind of a give back project. It's this phenomenal event that was put together a couple of years ago to raises money for guys like the Click Foundation for one, which is education about epilepsy. And we're getting to judge this year the Young Chefs Award, so giving young chefs a platform to work with their heroes within the food industry, which is pretty cool.
And any advice for the youngsters who want to get into food?
For me, food's really much, it's really kind of like, it's a career of the heart. Again, don't do it because you're hoping just to get on TV. It's got to be, it's something that I think is kind of ingrained in you.
Yeah.
And if it's not, don't think you can do it because you're not going to be, you can learn technique, but you can't learn how to be a great chef. I don't think you can.
And I don't want to say the word celebrity chefs, but local celebrity chefs, who are your favorites? Who are your standouts?
Local celebrity chef stand-up. But you see, this is the thing, they may not be celebrity in terms of that they should be celebrities. So the guys like Liam Tomlin, the guys like Pete Templehoff, who I absolutely adore. We see guys like Ruben, who got to do the last season of MasterChef that we saw, which was season 3. I've gotten to work with him before, and he really has done a lot for food in this country. And he had a series of TV ads, but he doesn't have what Gordon or Jay, he doesn't have a global kind of appeal yet.
Yeah.
And I think those guys need to be more in the spotlight, but I love those guys. I think they're phenomenal.
I think it's time for rapid fire round. What do you not eat?
Brussels sprouts.
Relive a moment of the past or have a glimpse into the future?
Have a glimpse into the future.
3 things you'll always find in your fridge.
Garlic, lemons, and onions.
Top or bottom?
Top.
Favorite boy band?
The Script.
Ooh. What is the one thing you can't resist?
Sex. I don't know.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Danny O'Donoghue.
What secret talents do you have?
I can stand on my head for a very long time.
Would you rather have no internet or no cell phone?
No internet.
1 pillow or 2 pillows?
1 pillow.
3 traits of the ideal man?
Tall, kind-hearted, and laughs a hell of a lot.
What would be your last meal that you ever wanted to eat?
Thai red duck curry.
Ooh, sounds good. Beach or pool?
Beach.
Favorite song?
Man Who Can't Be Moved.
What advice would you give your 13-year-old self?
I don't know.
Skip. What's your favorite wine?
Chardonnay.
How do you prefer to be woken up in the morning?
With an alarm.
Time.
What? That is ridiculous. That is so quick.
So quick. My last question for you.
Okay.
What is the one thing in life that you know for sure?
For me, I think the one thing I know for sure is that it's not about what you have in your life that counts, it's about who you have.
Awesome, I like that. Thank you so much. High five.
Pleasure. High five.
Cool guys, thanks so much. That's okay. It's gonna make a great one. I can already see it.